Store.
Can I go?
No, I'm a drunkard because you fucked up.
We ended up being drunk and someone drove us home. Now I don't have my car. I woke up today. I'm fired.
I hate my life. Today I am 21 days sober. Actually this time. Expect a long form video at some point, not sure when.
Let's have a sit down, just us. Okay. With alcohol, like, it's very insidious. Because you have every justifiable reason under the sun to drink. Bad day, that's normal. Drink. Good day, celebrate. Drink. Oh, I worked really hard this week. Ooh, hey, drink to celebrate. At any corner, at any junction in your life, you have a reason to drink, and it is normalized, encouraged, and it's very, very strange when you compare it to other drugs, and people want to pretend that alcohol isn't a drug. It is. I don't know why we say drugs and alcohol, because alcohol quite literally is a drug. Let's take, I don't know, what's a good downer, like, to compare to? Okay, we'll say, God, I'm gonna have to, like, modify a lot of this for the YouTube. But, like, let's take a narcotic that is used to treat, let's say, anxiety, or a painkiller. Let's just use this. Okay, so it's the end of the day, and you had a really great week. Time to go ham. Go just in the paint with a benzodiazepine. No, is that not okay? Okay. Right. Oh, but I mean, it was a really, really sad moment that happened. Oh, guys, such a hard week at work. Let's take out the Vicodin. No. It's different here. It's different. No, it's not. And you wonder why we have so many why alcohol is rampant. And everyone knows somebody. Everyone knows somebody who has that drinking problem, whether it be in your friend group, your family, whatever. And it literally is just the normalization of it. But treat it like a drug, because that's what it is. There's that whole discourse about, like, oh, well, is it a choice, or, like, is addiction a choice or a disease? I used to, like, get very defensive over this, whether I was drinking or not drinking, and now that I've come to, like, the realization, does it matter? Like, does it matter? Does it matter if it started off as a choice and then, like, oh, they got addicted? Does it matter? It doesn't help anyone. It doesn't help the people impacted by alcohol. It doesn't, and I'm talking about the friends and family, but it also doesn't help alcoholics. Like, it just doesn't do anything. Then we compare our drinking to others. Oh, look at them. I'm not as bad as them. That's also, well, that is true. I got to a point of, like, fully embracing it. Like, oh, like, this is my personality, and I'm just a screw up. And, like, I'm an alk. Like, owning it. Because it did become my identity. It did. And I think, because I started there with, well, I'm not like, those other ones. But then it became something more, where it's like, well, this is actually, like, I'm just a quirky fuck up, and LOL, my life is in shambles, because I was at the point where life is just happening at me. I just lost my apartment. I just keep losing jobs. Oh, my friends are just not talking to me. Oh, I just happened to total my car. Like, Life just happens at me. And I genuinely believed that. That's what's scary. I genuinely, with everything, believed that life was just happening at me and that I had no autonomy in it. And that's a really, really dark place to be. I just really wish people actually, I don't know, like if you're not the person, because I'm like, oh, well, I wish people would do this. There was no way anyone could help me. People tried. Like, people really did. Friends, family, everyone tried in different ways, and none of it worked. I just kept hitting rock bottom over and over again. I mean, I hit rock bottom and I dug a hole into rock bottom, and I was like at the mantle, like the core of rock bottom. And even then, it didn't matter. And there was this one day, because like I would work at this place that, like, honestly, I was doing a terrible job at, because when you're drinking, you don't do a good job at anything. So when I would leave work, I would grab a pint and then I would go home. And on this day, for no reason, really, because if I didn't have money, I found a way to get money. That sounds gross, but like I would borrow, whatever. I would just, hey, $10, whatever. But for whatever reason, I didn't do that. I got home, and it was an hour drive. Regarding the money, because it's like, what, $10. But like, I got home, hour drive, got home, and I didn't get any alcohol. And for whatever reason, that felt very cool. Like, it felt very cool that I didn't do that. Like, and there was this feeling, and I didn't want it to go away. I can't really describe that moment, but I didn't want that to go away. But I knew I had to do something, like, soon, because this moment is fleeting. Like, all moments are fleeting, but this moment is fleeting. And I, at the time, my partner who I live with, God, this was so long ago, I was like, I need to come over, and stay there. I'm very thankful for that moment, because a lot of people don't get that moment. Also, if there is someone in your life that is abusing substances at any capacity, and like, it's honestly hurting you, like, it's hurting you because that's your family member, that's your friend, that's your significant other, whatever, like, and it's a losing battle, set up boundaries, protect your heart, protect your mind. A lot of my best friends, like, they had set up boundaries with me, and I did not know. I had no idea. I just thought they weren't talking to me anymore as much, and I wasn't really reaching out as much. So when I was getting better, they weren't really receptive to that, and I didn't understand until it was explained to me that, like, hey, I have to have my boundaries up. When you're getting sober, there is like an identity crisis. At least, like, I felt like there was, like, oh my God, someone stole my ID for like 5-6 years of my life. And I don't know what the hell has happened. I am in debt. I have personal, like, I have so much. that has happened, and I'm having to just kind of figure out what this other person did while I was away. And that is jarring. That is jarring. And like, that would make anyone, I think, that would make anyone want to just go back. Like, hey, ooh, this is a lot. But I was fortunate enough to have someone in my life there that was just there. Like I could say this too. If you don't have that, I mean, I think I got lucky in a lot of ways. And I think timing worked out in a lot of ways. And I don't think that I did anything per se extraordinary. I wasn't thinking I'd go this in depth about it, but this is something I've wanted to like talk about for a while, because I mean, this was a big part of my life. What's the worst thing someone could say to you? I mean, at this point. What are you gonna do to John Mulaney? I'll kill him. I need to come to a conclusion with this, because I'm going to try and put this on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. My name is Reagan, and I will always be an alcoholic. But I'm better.